Have you ever driven across the vast landscape of the USA and seen an abandoned gas station? Or an old motel with rooms for rent sign lying on its side, half hidden by weeds? Or maybe you've come across a small town that looks like it has been completely deserted overnight, leaving behind only a handful of weather-beaten buildings and a basketball court with a backboard hanging off its chains. While driving across the country, you might have noticed certain small towns seem to be disappearing. Main streets are crumbling, houses are boarded up, and no one is around. It can be eerie to see these scenes while exploring the United States. What is happening to these forgotten places? Why are some towns seemingly vanishing? Today we will take a closer look at some abandoned towns and what happened to them. We will also discuss why so many small towns are being left behind in the United States. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10. Centralia, Pennsylvania. In 2022, the population of Centralia was 9. That's right, 9 people still live there. Maybe they just really like living in small towns. Maybe they're hippies, who knows? Back in the 1960s, there were about 1,200 residents in Centralia. This town was pretty typical for the United States. But then a mine beneath the town caught fire. Yes, it just kind of caught fire. Nobody knows why. It was burning underground and they couldn't put it out. People had to leave their homes and the town was pretty much abandoned. Because of all the mining that went on there over the years, there are tons of tunnels beneath Centralia. The town is sitting on top of a giant bowl of anthracite coal. They tried to seal off the mines, but the fire spread to other areas. The town was evacuated in the early 1980s and most of the buildings were demolished. Now you can wander through the town and look at the rubble and maybe find something cool to take back home with you, like a brick or a piece of wood from a house that isn't there anymore. No. 9. Rhyolite, Nevada. Rhyolite was once a booming mining town during the early 1900s. Then the gold dried up and so did the town. All that's left now is a schoolhouse, a few buildings, and a jail. If you want to visit this ghost town today, you can do it in style. You can camp out there. There's even a place you can rent out if you want to spend the night. Rhyolite, Nevada is just outside Death Valley, so you'll probably see a few creepy things wandering around at night. These days, the town is a popular stop for motorcycle enthusiasts riding through the desert. Number 8. Bodie, California. This ghost town was once a lively mining community during the 1800s, but when the mines closed, so did the town. Today, visitors can explore the historic buildings and learn about the town's fascinating history. Some of the buildings have roofs caved in, others just look like they did the day the town was abandoned. The state of California doesn't really maintain any of the buildings here, so a lot of them are starting to crumble away. The town is also known for its well-preserved buildings, including the Bodie General Store and the Bodie Hotel. Both of those buildings look like they could use a good dose of Ghostbusters. Number 7. Detroit, Michigan. Okay, before anyone freaks out, Detroit is not being abandoned. It's just kind of fallen apart. Detroit has seen better days. During the 1950s, it was a thriving metropolis. The city was home to some of the largest companies in the world, including General Motors and Ford Motor Company. But as the auto industry declined, so did Detroit. By the early 2000s, the city was in serious financial trouble. Detroit filed for bankruptcy in 2013. Since then, the city has been trying to recover financially. It hasn't really recovered its population, though. Number 6. Prim Springs, Kentucky. This town was once a bustling railroad town. It even had a prison at one point. But when the railroad line was abandoned, so was the town. You can still see the old train tracks running through town, just nothing else. Most of the buildings are gone. A couple of the brick walls are still standing, but that's about it. No. 5. Jerome, Arizona. This town was built on the side of a mountain. It started out as a mining town in the late 1800s. The town was named after the first mine superintendent, George Jerome. At its peak in the 1920s, Jerome had a population of about 15,000 people. But as the copper ore played out, so did the town. Today, it's just a small community of artists and tourists. Number 4. St. Mary's, Ohio. This town was once home to a large rubber factory. But as the factory aged, so did the town. The factory closed in the 1990s and most of the town's residents left. Today, only a handful of people still live in St. Mary's. Number 3. Sand Hill, Nebraska. In the early 1900s, this town was a major hub for cattle ranching. But as farming methods changed, so did the economy of Sand Hill. The town's only bank and general store closed in the 1960s. And today, only a few weathered buildings remain. Number 2. Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. This town was once a bustling river port and industrial center. But as the industries moved away, so did the people. Today, Harper S. Ferry is a National Historic Park and visitors can explore the town's historic buildings and learn about its important role in American history. Alright, before we get to know 1, don't forget to check out our other videos. Alright, on to number 1. And note 1, Zoville, Oklahoma. This town was once a thriving oil town. But as the oil dried up, so did the town. Today, only a few buildings remain and the town is best known for the Zoot Suit murders of 1941. Yeah, that actually happened. 10 guys dressed as Mexican bandits rode into town and shot 8 people wearing zoot suits. It was pretty crazy. Alright, that's today's video. Have any of you ever been to any of these towns? Did you find anything cool? Leave us a comment, tell us about it, and as always, thanks for watching.